You sent the shivering message by not saying a word. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. You sent the shivering message by not saying a word. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I don't got to say nothing. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I don't got to say nothing. Now, a lot of people probably feel like they got to put hands, feet on somebody, tell somebody off, okay, cut somebody out, especially coming from the black community. We are notorious on, I got them told, I had to get them straight, right? But family, you don't have to go that route. You can always use your silence, okay? Silence is power, silence is a gift, and silence is loud. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Silence is loud, okay? And people are expecting for you to react, respond, go off. People are expecting for you to get the message to them in a derogative way. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? People are trying to pull you out of character, right? And what they fail to realize is you got way more class than they do. Okay, you have way more class than the average man or woman. You carry yourself with character. You care about the way you present yourself. And this is major for women. Presentation. Okay, this is major for women. But overall, y'all, for humans, you want to present yourself in a classy fashion, and you want to present yourself calm, cool, and collective, right? A lot of people are not used to that. They're used to alley, ratchet. They're used to street. They're used to people stooping down to their level. But see, whenever you take the high road, you automatically tell a person without having to say it that I'm going to be better than you in this particular situation. Let me say that once again, y'all. You're saying that I'm going to be better than you in this particular situation. You're not saying that I'm better than you in terms of life. I got more than you, so I'm better than you. I have more money. My account looks better. My wife is better. My husband is better. Whatever the case is, you're not saying that you have a better life or that they are inferior to you. You're saying I'm going to be better than you in this situation. And that is what sends the message down their spine in a shivering way. And you did not have to say a word. Now, let me go ahead and make the distinction, y'all. Allowing a person to stomp on you, throw dirt on you, and punch you literally, figuratively, right? Or any way, y'all, is different from you saying something without having to say it. Meaning they got the message, right? There's a difference between allowing a person to just beat up on you, okay, and you saying, hey, you won't beat up on me without saying a word. Whether it's a look, whether it is your bodily movements, your nonverbal communication, right? But they get the picture. They get the memo, right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. You get the memo. They know exactly how you coming, and they know exactly where you coming from. And this is why they don't want no smoke. All right, but family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Number one, first thing is first. They are trying to figure you out, okay? Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they are trying to figure you out. Anytime you send a shivering message down a person's spine and it's ringing around in their mind, it's going to cause them to try to figure you out. You know, y'all, it leaves them clueless, confused, and for some people, hurt. Can you imagine a person being used to receiving a certain person out of you? They've been used to or accustomed to receiving certain things out of you. Maybe early responses. Maybe you choosing them over you, right? Yes, I said it. People get accustomed to you putting your own self and your own things on the back burner for them. A lot of times, y'all, we unknowingly have selfish friends, family members. and people who we are connected to for no apparent reason, right? Maybe you are connected to this person because y'all just smoke together. Y'all just drink together. Y'all are literally drinking partners. Or maybe because family, all right? But I always highlight this, family. Everybody that is blood are not your family, okay? They are just only relatives. Family is people who are loyal to you, not because they feel like they have to, but because they want to. Family are people who have the same goals, values, and even interests as you. Family are those who are going in the exact direction as you. They're not trying to pull you or deter you away from what God has for you. That's true family. Okay, they want to see you win and succeed. But see, we also have this thing called false family members or only blood relatives. And they can be the same ones in this pot or in this bowl trying to figure you out. Why he don't come around no more? Why she don't come around no more? Why she's not putting us or treating us as the priority anymore? And y'all know the funny thing? The funny thing is, as soon as they get their situation, they forget about that person. You see how the fakeness was there? The ingenuineness was there? Not really, caring about you, but only caring about what you could do for them. And the moment you decided to hold your tongue, but not hold your tongue because you were scared, hold your tongue because you distance yourself. And that can be difficult when you're talking about being around people who you have birthed, being around people who have birthed you, being around people who you were raised with, being around people who raised you. It's very difficult when you're talking about you not only have that, blood connection, but you have like a mental connection because they've been in your mind literally since you've been born or since you've been a jit. You have that emotional connection. You think about the memories you've had with these individuals, okay? So it's deeper than just I'm going to distance myself. You not only have to distance yourself physically, but you also have to distance yourself emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. So these very people are trying to figure you out because you're giving them something totally different than what they are accustomed to. If I go to Five Guys Burger and get me a hamburger and they give me a double cheese from McDonald's, I'm gonna have a problem, y'all. That's gonna be a huge issue because I am accustomed to the Five Guys joint, okay, versus going to McDonald's and getting a Five Guys burger. Let me distinguish that, y'all. See, when you go to an establishment or when you go to a facility or even get something from a particular person that is high in value, we automatically expect for the product to be just as high in value. But if we go somewhere low and they give us something that is high in value, we're like, hey, okay, it's cool by me. We're not trying to figure that out, right? It's been plenty of times, y'all, when I went to McDonald's and I ordered me like a double cheeseburger or my favorite meal from McDonald's was the 2 McDoubles, a medium fry, and a medium hot C or a large hot C, right? Or Fruitopia back in the day. Y'all know. If you know, you know. But when I pulled up to that window and they gave me a Big Mac, 2 double quarter pounders, 20-piece nuggets, you thought I was finna say, hey, I want to switch out my order. No. Y'all gave me much more than what I paid for. Make sense to what I'm saying, y'all? I'm not trying to figure that out, okay? But see, they're trying to figure you out because you are carrying yourself as such high value, right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I am high value. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I am high value. You are carrying yourself with such high value, and they are trying to figure that out because they're not used to that. They're used to the Burger King version of you. They're used to the McDonald's version of you. They're used to the Crystal's version of you. But when you start presenting yourself as the Ruth Chris version of you, right? The Five Guys version of you, When you start presenting yourself as top tier, top of the line, top dollar, that's when they're going to start trying to figure you out because they are clueless. They're not used to this type of behavior. Somebody drop in the comments and say, get used to it. Okay? Moving on to the next one, y'all. Number 2, this right here is major. Your silence made a statement. All right? Your silence made a statement. One of my favorite quotes is, a wise man once said nothing. Right? What do you do when you are in the limelight? You know, like Mike Tyson back in the 90s, Tupac back in the 90s, right? Prince back in the 80s, Michael Jackson in the 90s, 80s, 70s, 2000s. What do you do when your name is in the limelight? And there's levels to limelight. If you are the star of your family, your name is always in the limelight. If you are the star of your friend group, your name is always in the limelight. If you are the star at the job, your name is always within the limelight. Let's go ahead and make that clear. But what do you do when your name is always in the limelight as a celebrity, right? Or a person who has a lot of notoriety? Well, you got to understand something, y'all. As that person in the limelight, you're going to have to understand the importance of being silent, because your silence can be used, can't be used against you, but what you say can be used against you. Just like it says in the court of law, you got the right to remain silent, and anything you say can or will be used against you in the court of law. What is the court of law in life? It is public opinion. It is what people think of you. It is the minds of people. It is the living rooms of people, right? The households of people, the groups of people, right? All those places live the opinions of how they feel about everyone else, including you, even myself, y'all. So your silence makes a statement, right? Now, there will be times when you do have to say something. A great example of this, y'all, would be when Jay-Z was accused about, being a pedophile or statutory raping a younger girl who is Jane Doe, completely anonymous. I think that is, completely BS, right? But that's just my opinion. But the point of what I'm making is, y'all, is that he was silent for a time, and then he spoke up one time. He didn't go out and make a bunch of videos. He didn't go out and make, a bunch of posts. He didn't go out and say this and say that. What he did do was say one thing to defend his honor. After that, he was silent. That is still a form of silence. You can defend yourself, people. You can speak up and say something. But after that, you disappear, focus on yourself, and improve you. And in the meantime, you allow the lie to dissolve. Because the truth will always come to the light, y'all. Somebody drop in the comments and say, let the lie dissolve. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, let the lie dissolve. I'm just being honest. So, again, a wise man once said nothing. This is how you send a message, a shivering message at that, y'all. And it has them shocked, because you have not responded or reacted to the things, the heinous things that they have said about you, okay? Next thing, y'all, number 3, rejection grabbed their attention. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, rejection grabbed their attention. Y'all, rejection will always be an attention grabber. The reason why, y'all, is because everybody wants to be accepted. I don't care who you are. I don't care how strong you are. Everybody wants to be liked. I don't care who you are. I don't care how strong you are. Now, the defense mechanism that we most of the times use is, I don't care who don't like me. I don't care who don't love me. I don't care who don't rock with me. I don't care. I don't care. That is a defense mechanism. That's a guard. That is to protect our minds, our hearts, our emotions. That is to protect us. And I understand why we use that as people. However, every human being wants to be happy, successful, liked, loved. We all want it, okay? But the reason why I say this, y'all, is because we prepare ourselves for the rejection. However, even when we prepare ourselves for the rejection, it still grabs our attention. That's how powerful rejection is. Think about the time you didn't get the job. You was probably talking about that job for 2 weeks. Man, yeah, they had the nerve not to hire me, man. They had the nerve not to, pull my application. Rejection. That girl you approached at the mall, bro, you still thinking about it. And it's been college since you got rejected. Rejection is very powerful. And don't get me started on women in rejection. Women can't take rejection at all. Ladies, y'all can say what y'all want. I'm not about to argue with y'all, but y'all know, rejection is very powerful, and it grabs the attention of men and women, human beings, period, right? I tell y'all this. I get so many positive comments. I will not lie to y'all. Like, I get a lot of positive comments. People saying, Reno, you helped change my life. Reno, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. Reno, you're great. Reno, you're this. And I really appreciate that. By the way, y'all, if this is something that you have said, thank you. I want to make sure I say that. Thank you once again. However, y'all, when I get that one bad comment, that one negative comment, he sounds like this person. This is trash. He's not a true servant of God. He's using God for money. Like, when I get those type of comments, I'm not gonna lie, it catch my attention. I can be unread, 30 positive comments, 100 positive comments. That one comment that's negative, my mind and me as a human being automatically accept it as, or notarize it as, rejection. You see, rejection grabs the attention of people. So when you tell a person no, that's rejection. When you don't show up, that's rejection. When you don't allow certain things to happen to you, that's rejection. When you don't allow a person to talk to you a certain way, that's rejection. When you stand up for yourself, that is rejection. That grabbed their attention. And that is what sent the shivering message down their spines. Okay? And you didn't even have to say a word. You just gave them silent rejection. That's it. Next thing, y'all, number 4. They don't hold any weight, right? They don't hold no weight. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. You don't hold no weight. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop that down below in the comments, family. You don't hold no weight. And see, what I want y'all to understand is, people who feel as if they hold weight over you is because there's something that they used to do for you, or something that they feel that they've done for you, and you owe them, and they feel like you are indebted to them. Maybe they feel like they have a position over you. A lot of times this happens on the job. Maybe they feel like they are superior to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Maybe they have a car, you don't. You have a place. They have a place, you don't. It's all the small things, y'all, that people feel like, since they have this materialistically, that I'm better than you, or you are underneath me. It could be anything. Maybe they got a piece of paper saying that, hey, you have a bachelor's degree or you have an associate's degree, and they automatically think that they are better than you. That's not the case, y'all. All right? There are people who don't have education, and they are richer than you and I put together. This doesn't make them a better person, but they figured out a way to go around the education part and just learn how to do something very well, and then bring in the money. So all I'm simply saying, y'all, is that for whatever reason a person feel like they are better than you, it's all stupid, right? Because we're not better than anybody. The point that I am making, y'all, they don't hold any weight. It does not matter. The position don't matter. The weight that they think they have don't matter. All right? Y'all ever been working on a job and you had that supervisor who come in and they trying to slang their weight around, and they start trying to talk to grown adults like they are kids? And then that grown adult let them know, like, hey, look, man, I'm here to do my job, and I will do what I have to do, and I will follow my orders. All I ask is to respect me as a man. All I ask is to respect me as a woman. That's it. I'm not trying to act like I'm big and bad. I know who's the boss here. But what you can't do is think you're going to use your weight and talk to me like I'm a kid. Some people have gotten fired. right? Especially if you are in a red state or at will state, they can fire you just because you say your shoes untied and you can't tie them. They can fire you for anything, literally, right? Unless you are in like a union state, right? Most times those are blue states where they have unions that protect them. But the point of what I'm saying, y'all, is that people like that who are supervisors, managers, sometimes they get so far and they roll to where they feel like they can talk to grown-ups like kids, right? And some people are like, look, I'll lose my job behind this, man, because this is about my respect. That showed them that they don't hold no weight, right? I don't care. See, family, when you are in a position of power, you have multiple types. You got the position that is granted to you by manager, shift lead, whatever. You have a position that people place you in, like Senate, president, stuff like that. And you have a position to where you just naturally earned it, right? You don't really have like a title, but people just look up to you because they feel like you are trustworthy. They feel like you have, great leadership skills. They think that you're talented, gifted, whatever the case is, right? The lowest of them all is the position that, you were given because you had education or, you've been on the job for a long time, right? But they have no choice but to obey you if you have that position. That ain't true power. That's fear-based, right? That's fear-based. And then when you're talking about president, senate, politics, or stuff that you have to be elected for, people have to vote you in. But I'd rather have the last one, where people naturally look up to me, where people naturally gravitate towards me. That's the position that I am in now. I didn't pay nobody to follow me. I didn't ask nobody to follow me. I just put out my gift and people attracted to my fruit. That's the position you want to be in. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? They don't hold no weight. Last thing is going to be this right here, y'all. Number 5, that is you've gained unknown respect. All right? You have gained unknown respect. I'm going to cut straight into this one, y'all. I was telling y'all about a movie named Kimber. I really liked it. It was dope. About the young girl who went to college, got caught up with a kingpin who she fell in love with, had a baby with the guy, end up doing years behind the dude, right? Because he was a kingpin. And what happened was, y'all, she did about 7 years, but she was silent. But her story was out and about, and she had people speaking up on her behalf. Meanwhile, she's silent. She can't speak up for herself, right? What she didn't realize was she was gaining unknown respect. People around the country, people around the world, celebrities, screaming her name. Free Kimber, free Kimber. Why? Because of the unknown respect that she was gaining, because of who she was as a person. Your character will speak for you. When people heard the story like she was an A student, she went to college, she just got caught up in the wrong associations. As I always speak about, y'all, bad associations spoil what? Useful habits. They noticed that and she began to gain unknown respect, but she didn't have to say a word. When people know who you are, y'all, you still send a shivering message. In fact, the message is more potent because it makes people have to think from all perspectives, because you're not there to say, hey, this is what it was. That's the power of character. That's the power of reputation. That is the power of having that type of personality, that type of character, those type of gifts, okay? And then the things that you have done in the past that speaks for you, good or bad. This is how you gain unknown respect, right? So when you maintain your silence, understand something, y'all. Somebody is gaining that respect for you, okay? But with that being said, y'all, that's going to be tonight's video. You sent a shivering message by not saying a word, all right? Y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all check out any one of my Yes Sir t-shirts, book a one-on-one session with me, enroll into my social influence course, as well as, check out any one of my books, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.